Hey, Cancer, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your December 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Cancer, welcome. Now, this is a very special reading here as we're diving into the Yule Oracle to celebrate December energy. So we're going to take a look at what's going on for you. Okay, so some of you, there could be a frosty situation where it feels a little bit challenging for you. You may be remembering people, places, or things that have occurred or happened. There could be a little sense of nostalgia happening this month as you have the Frost card and you have remembering. You also have the cold moon, and this is interesting because I was really tuning into this energy in Aries reading as well. And even though this card did not show up, I know that the cold moon exists in this deck. And so some of you, if you have Aries placements, or if you are involved with an Aries, or just could be Aries in the North Node at this time, there may be some significant messages for you in that reading. Now, because you have the Frost card with remembering, there are some situations that are working on melting. Okay, it could be frozen feelings, maybe a feeling of being frozen in time. It could feel like everything is on a hard freeze at this time as well. It says ice cold melting in time, a frozen glance at what lies behind, what lies ahead, what lies within, and the chilling frost of thy undead. So there's something here that is at times haunting you. Okay, it does feel like there's a death of a situation. There may have been a death of a loved one or a death of a relationship. So I feel like there's still something that may haunt you at this time, but it is bringing about some big significant changes come 2024. Now, this may have to do with love, Cancer, because you have the falling in love card, and it says the thorns of roses rip open the heart only for thy petals to bleed into the soul. And this makes sense with pain, right? When we think of some of the most painful situations that have occurred in our lives, they've been some of the most profound. And it's through that profound pain that deep transformation can occur. It can break us wide open in order for us to be who we are meant to be. And I feel like that's what's happening here, or what has happened. You needed to go through a little bit of the dark night of the soul, and there still could be some frozen energies that are starting to melt. Okay, that may have even been shifted around Libran season, around that eclipse energy, and then into Scorpio season, Cancer. So I feel for a lot of you, you're now remembering some of that pain more significantly. Okay, but it's for good. And we'll talk about that here in a moment. It says, oh, how thy glimpse glimmer in the darkest of sights, never forgotten, never still, yet pacing in the mind in the twilight of the night. Some of you could be tossing and turning, maybe even having some sleepless nights. You could be thinking about a loved one who may have crossed over. There could be some situations around family that may be showing up. You could be dreaming about someone or dreaming about family members, but there's definitely a sense of nostalgia here. I feel like the blessing or the silver lining is for you to fall in love with life again, fall in love with yourself, fall in love with what it is that you do for a living, fall in love with the people and animals and nature around you, right? It's strengthening those bonds, those relationships. And for a lot of you, it is new soul tribe coming in. I also get a small dog. There could be a small dog involved, or some of you may be getting a small dog, or maybe, well, of course, all dogs are small when they start off. But I feel like you could be remembering a pet, maybe when they were little as well, because they're showing me a chew toy. And then it's interesting to note there's a dog there as well, or a wolf with the cold moon. But Cancer, this is about you taking with thy drearest of moments, release me for their tongue and nourish me with light. Yeah, that's what you're letting go of. 2023 for a lot of you could have been very transformative. There could have been a lot of loss, a lot of unfreezing or thawing taking place here, okay, in order for you to fully remember who you are. In order for you to remember that you are a divine spark, that you are a god or a goddess within, that you have the ability to be that creator and to tune in to that energy of unconditional love here. So I like that this is showing up because you are coming to a sense of deep awareness, deep intuitive insight as well. But you're still going through some challenges, okay? We will take a look and see what those are. But I feel like you're releasing them. Like it says, take with thy drearest of moments. Because with that cold moon, and I think that cold moon, if I'm not mistaken, is actually the moon in December. So there could be a big release. And I know we just had the full moon in Gemini. Now there's another moon. I can't remember which sign. Is it Capricorn or so? But we do have a very powerful energy coming in where we're leaving a lot behind. Full moons are about release, right? Cold moons as well are about, letting some of those emotions or letting some of the pain, the sorrow, letting it thaw so we can release it to release it, put it out there. Return to sender is what I'm getting here. Return to sender. So just putting it back out into the universe, or grounding your energy more, remembering your why, remembering who you are. And then we do have here darkest hour. And at the bottom of the deck, we have bear medicine. Oh, I love this. So what's being brought about with this darkest hour is some sort of healing. Okay, it says, there in the void of thy darkness swells the shadow of the soul, swallowing the wickedness into the blackness of its wholeness. Whew, there's some tongue twisters here. But look at this. You see on the darkest hour, there's moon phases happening here. So it's like, here's the cold moon. And we see that showing up at the very top. So there's something that you're working on, but you're going through this phase. You're going through this cycle. There is a completion here. It wouldn't surprise me to see the world showing up in your reading as well. So there is a void within you. And it is possibly an external void that's stemming from the ego or from a situation that the ego takes on as a void. But when you come into this energy of remembrance, you're remembering that everything you need is within yourself. You're remembering that this void can only be looked at internally. It's not something that anybody or anything externally can ever fill. And that's part of why this has happened. Okay, for you to remember who you are. Bear medicine. There is no tomorrow without the healing of the past. For in stillness you shall find yourself right where you are. Bear medicine. So there is something here with deep healing. Some of you may even be doing a little bit of hibernating like the bear. I feel like, especially this is card 1, so there's new beginning energy as well. So you're going through, yes, you're going through some of this frost, this cold moon, maybe even a dark hour. But Cancer, I see that you're healing and recovering because 2024 is a big change from 2023, because underneath it all, once you work through some of these, once you get to this next phase, this new cycle, at the very bottom you have merriment. What joy, what glee beams from the sounds of voices, uplifting the webs of sorrow, glimmering as if no tomorrow. Yeah, there's a merriment here. There is almost like it almost looks like the choir, the singing, it coming together here, the music, the notes, the resonance. Thank you, Spirit, the resonance. So it's like you're aligning your energy. And at the very top, there's actually that victory wreath there hanging above them, but you can't quite see it yet because you still feel at times like you're in this dark hour, or it still feels like you're at the top of this, cold moon. It may be what's at the very top that you are embracing. But as you kind of shift that hour, it's like when the clock strikes midnight here, and that midnight could be the midnight bells going into the new year. And I know, boom, it doesn't just snap and it's, into the new year, everything's better. But I do feel for you, there is some sort of a shift happening quite suddenly that could be around, the beginning of the year. So what joy, what glee beams from the sounds of voices, uplifting the webs of sorrow. That's the next stage that you are going into. So let's clarify some of this energy here, Cancer. Let's take a look at some of this remembering, because there is some sort of darkness that it's never forgotten. Okay, this could be a loss, it could be a death. There's something here or someone or a situation that you will have been forever changed from. It could have even been some of you are widowed. Okay, some of you lost a loved one. Some of you lost a part of yourself maybe when this person left the world, but on that deep soul level, you're together, okay? Let's take a look at this frost. Ice cold melting in time, a frozen glance at what lies behind and what lies ahead. Let's take a look at the behind and the ahead. Look at this. You can't make that up. You have the Fool. There's that Fool, that new leap. This is what lies ahead. So let's take a look at what you're still working through here. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune, some sort of karma. There could be some sort of fated energy that had to happen, that had to transpire for your growth, for your evolution. This is a big turning point. And I do feel with this Wheel of Fortune, there was a cycle that it may have felt very challenging. Maybe it felt like you were on repeat, or it was, have you ever seen Groundhog's Day, a repeat of the same thing? I feel like there's a turning point here occurring, but you're still going through some remembering. You're still going through some shifts within yourself, but I feel like, again, it's for you, Cancer, to fall in love with life. Fall in love with yourself. Embrace the energy of love. Embrace the energy of happiness, newness. Because what you have, when you have the Wheel of Fortune to the Fool, you have double one energy here. This is big. Like I said, it is that turning point from, December into January. It really is for you. This is a new cycle, a new month, a new journey. Some of you, it could have been a 10-year, possibly 20-year cycle. Some of you, 10 years is significant. It's like there's a new turning point. That's something that you've been going through for the last 10 years of your life is coming to a completion, coming to a closure. Maybe it's been a difficult 10 years. Maybe it's been a difficult decade, right? But this new journey is coming in here. I mean, two major arcana showing up to clarify the frost. Something is thawing out in order to give you this new journey. Let's take a look at this new journey and the falling in love energy. The thorns of roses rip open the heart, only for thy petals to bleed into the soul. Yes, the petals are... I'm also getting here rose essential oil, or rose, maybe Bach flower remedies, something of that nature. Maybe rose is the name of someone. Okay, maybe you grow roses. Let's take a look and clarify the falling in love and the new journey. You have the Seven of Wands. Some of you, you're letting your guard down. You're thawing out a pain or a sorrow, something that's been challenging. You're opening up to love again. If you've lost love, or if you've lost a job or a part of yourself, I feel like you had to go through, or maybe you currently are going through that bear energy, or that healing energy with the bear medicine, in order for you to kind of let down your guard. But you may have been in a situation where you felt like you were walking on eggshells. You felt the pressure coming in from all angles. You felt defensive or defenseless. Maybe you felt like someone was always looking for a fight here. But with the Seven of Wands showing up, you're choosing your battles. What's worth fighting for and what's just not worth the fight, because no matter what you do, you're going to be backed into that corner. That's where the bear medicine comes in as well. And look at that. It's almost like the bear and the man they're both holding the same stature, or the same position, the same energy here. It's like, okay, I'm ready to stand up for my beliefs. I'm going to take care of and nurture what's mine. I'm non-conforming. And I feel like you're standing up for your, what you believe. You're protecting what's yours, your integrity, your beliefs, your spirit, your soul, by honoring it and taking a leap of faith towards a new turning point, a new journey in your life. Wow. Whew. Cancer, lots of transformations. Let's take a look at the cold moon. Release me for the tongue and nourish me with light. What is still being released Okay, let's take a look at what you need to release or what you can work on releasing, maybe even subconsciously, whether you're aware of it or not. Let's take a look at this release in order to bring more light into your life. What do we have here, please, for Cancer? Three of Pentacles, reach out. This is the card of being recognized. It's being noticed. It's acknowledged. It's reaching out and feeling support, feeling appreciation. But there could have been a situation where someone wasn't willing to work with you, or perhaps it's letting go of the need to do everything on your own. Okay? It could be, well, no, for some of you that could be it, but I also feel there is a level of support here. Support is the big word that I'm hearing. So it could be releasing the wrong kind of support to embrace the right kind. Okay, so letting go of the wrong type of support. So it could be a relationship that you stay in that's not supporting your growth, but hindering it. But maybe you stay due to maybe the remembering, right? Or due to the frost. Maybe there's something frosty. You stay for money, you stay for kids. Or maybe it's a job that you stay in that you really don't love, but hard times are upon us, right? So I feel like you're releasing the old ways of being supported to enter the new light of support, okay? And I feel like you're not alone here. Can we clarify and get one more card on the Three of Pentacles, please? There's something with collaboration. Yeah, wow. Okay, I felt this off this card, but I didn't want to say it quite yet. But some of you, there was a situation where there could have been infidelity, or someone may have kept a third party or something hidden from you. It doesn't have to be cheating. It could be, but it could be someone chose maybe addictions, or chose work, or chose kids, or chose money, or chose anything before they chose you, or they could have just been hiding something with the Seven of Swords. This is about you seeking the truth within. This is the veil behind the curtain. It's about authenticity. It reminds me of the Wizard of Oz when they open the curtains, when they get to Oz and they see that it's not the great, powerful, almighty. It is, but it's not in the shape or the form that everyone thinks. It's a man behind the curtain. So there is this sense of truth. There's this sense of staying humble. There is a sense of integrity here, of you honoring your soul and reaching out and seeking the truth and the light in yourself and others, and having that support where you can trust that someone has your back. Trust that even when you're not there, that you can rely on them and count on them, and vice versa. And when I mean when they're not there, I mean physically, if they're not right there, maybe they're across the world, or maybe they're out of your sights, but yet at the same time, you have this unknowing trust that you're taken care of, that you can rely on them, that they're dependable. Beautiful. All right, let's take a look here at, excuse me, this bear medicine. Let's take a look at what you can utilize with the bear medicine here. What else we need to know about your healing. Okay, that one came out right away. Let's look here. Bear medicine. Yeah, there's your medicine. You're the creator. You're the magician. You're the manifester of your world. So use your tools wisely, because some people misuse their personal power. Okay, they use their personal power by manifesting from a place of ego. That's not what you are being guided to do. Remember the falling in love. The thorns of the roses rip open the heart, so we can manifest from a place of heart. So we can manifest from a place of strength, courage, determination, soul. It says, for the petals to bleed into my soul. So there is something you are manifesting from a place of heart that is truly aligned with what it is that your heart's desire is, right? What it is that you truly seek. When the magician shows up as your bear medicine, I mean, this is powerful. This is you using your raw natural talents. This is you using your skills to take action. It's about you having all of the tools available, right? To feel safety, to feel security, to feel warmth, Think of all of the characteristics as well as what the bear's abilities are, right? You have the ability to protect, to nurture, to heal, to hibernate, to rest, to feel that warmth, right? To forage, to be self-sustainable, to co-create. You may also want to look up bear symbology. Okay, that can be your soul work, because I feel like these are all magical powers. Some of you may even be working with a bear totem, bear symbology at this time to help you manifest and create. Maybe you've seen a bear. I mean, here in the Northern Hemisphere, most bears are hibernating, but maybe some of you have seen a bear. I actually think I just seen something about a bear running around the other day. So some of you, you're in a place where the bears still are running around. Okay, so bear medicine here. You have the powers. You're stronger than you think you are. Some people may even be intimidated by your strength, Cancer. Let's take a look at what's to come. We have the merriment. Yes, it's still showing up a couple cards below the deck here. So I feel like once we work through this, like I said, there's a phase happening here with the darkest hour. But once that clock, in a way, hits midnight, in a sense, there is a shift happening where what joy, what glee beams from the sounds of voices, uplifting the webs of sorrow, glimmering as if no tomorrow. There is an energy of abundance. Let's take a look and see what this may be for you. Sneak peek into 2024. What's this merriment card all about? Thank you, Spirit. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Eight of Wands, success and growth. This is the card of speed, action, velocity, travel, relocating, movement. It is the end of delays. End of delays in order for you to move forward on your soul's path, your soul's journey. Move forward in success, move forward in spiritual growth, physical growth, financial growth, and in love. That is what I have for you. I hope it resonates, Cancer. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already so you don't miss the notifications. Thank you so much, Cancer, for tuning in. Lots of love.